to another episode of Bacon with Bob, Keto Edition. What's on the menu today? I see you ask. I'm doing this because I'm hopefully putting the image here, either side, we'll see. We are doing fries. If you're from the UK, we're doing chips. So to make it easier for everyone, I'm just going to keep saying fries because they are nice and thin. So yes, as you may have seen, we're doing a competition between two recipes, between Celeriac fries and between Swede fries, or if you're American, rutabaga, I believe you call it. So what is the difference? I did just write down the carbs. I don't know what I've done with my bit of paper. So from the top of my head, I believe the Celeriac, this is what a Celeriac looks like, just in case you don't know. I'll be honest, in the UK, I didn't have a clue what it looked like either. I'd never heard of it before. That's your Celeriac, and that for 100 grams of fried, air-fried fries is 2 grams of carb. Now I'm doing Swede fries as well. This is a Swede large turnip, some of you may call it. I call it a Swede, I always have since I was a child. 100 grams of the air fried fries in this, it's 5 grams of carb. I will put all the carbs and everything in the description below. So let's get to it. What do we need? Celeriac, we need the Swede, we need olive oil, and we need some chip spice, or in the UK you can use Cajun spice, paprika spice, salt and pepper, and there we go. So let's crack on. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to do them at the same time in the air fryer, one on one side, one on the other, and then we're going to eat them and see which is the best. Now I already know the answer to this as my personal preference, of which I prefer, but we're going to go through the stages. Now both of these recipes are available online, all over online. There are so many different versions. You can put them in the oven, you can put them in a shallow fry, you can put them in a deep fry, you can put them in an air fry. There is thousands of recipes and versions of this recipe online. This version obviously is just the air fry version that I've picked up along the way. I can't remember who the original credit is for, but if you do know who the original inventor of rutabaga or Celeriac fries was, please give me a comment down below and I'll make sure to mention them in the next video and I'll give them a shout out, because I'm struggling to find, like I say, there's thousands of recipes online. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's get straight into the recipe. So what we need to do first is I want you to grab a jug of salted water, and that is for the Celeriac fries. And then I want you to get another jug, and in here you're going to put your olive oil and your seasoning, and you'll see why. So first of all, I've sliced my Celeriac up. I don't know if you can see that on the other camera, and then I've cut the bottom off. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to use my potato peeler or my vegetable peeler, and I'm just going to take off all the rest of the surroundings, and you will see when it's nice because you get this nice clean look on it. And just get rid of those bits, and there we go. And then I'm just going to do the other bit as well. Okay, so that is your Celeriac. All you're going to want to do from then is cut this into really thin fries. The thinner the fries, the better, I find, every time. And then into the salted water they go. So, and then you're going to want to leave the Celeriac in the water for at least 5 minutes, ideally 10 to 15, but 5 I find is good enough. So next, grab your rutabaga or your Swede and do exactly the same thing. Chop a little bit off the bottom, just to get rid of the core, the root, and then peel the outer layer off. And there we go. And then do the same again this time, but do not put these ones in the water. So with the Swede / rutabaga, what I want you to do is I want you to get your jug with your olive oil in and just chuck in straight away your Swede fries. And just give it a bit of a stir around, making sure that everything is coated in the oil and spice mixture. There we go, they're all coated in oil. I'm just going to add another tablespoon of spice mixture, just because I'm doing 2 lots, you see. And then give that another quick stir. And as you can see, they've got a nice coating on them. They're all covered in oil, olive oil, may I add. And then they go into the air fryer. There we go. I'm just going to try and keep them to one side, because like I said, I'm going to do both recipes at the same time. Then once you have, with the, what's it called, celeriac, once they've been rested in the water, I want you to drain all the water off. No need to pat dry. Chuck them straight into your oil mixture again. Make sure they're all nice and coated with the oil and the spice mix, or paprika, whichever you're using. And because I tend to have these more than once a week, I leave this bowl with the spice mix and the oil left over on the side so I can use it again. And then in you go. And these are going to take about 20 to 25 minutes. You will need to make sure every 5-10 minutes or so to give the basket a shake, to stir around all your fries to make sure they're cooked evenly, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Okay, so the other thing I forgot to mention that I'm just inserting quickly now is you can, which I have done and I'm doing right now, obviously because I don't want to waste the food, is you can mix 100 grams of the Swede with 100 grams of the celeriac, put them together, 7 grams of carb, bigger portion of fries, mix them all together, and you would end up with something along the lines. So I found that I was missing sausage, egg and chips, hence the sausage, egg and chips. So my whole plate of food is 9.8 grams of carbs because of the sausages. And that's it. Now I am going to give you my results from what I think is the best. So with these, I find that the celeriac tastes, they are nice, they're nice as wedges, fries, chips. If you're going to make them thicker, make sure you parboil it first. But with this, I find it has an overall taste of celery. It even smells like celery, in all fairness. So yeah, if you're not a celery fan, this might not be your favourite alternative. Now the Swede or the rutabaga, I have to be really honest, once you've got the spice mixture on there, I can't tell the difference. This is my favourite by far. Now I know this has a higher carb count than the celeriac, but I think it's worth it. For 5 grams of carb per 100 grams of cooked fries, I think it's worth it. If you're going to have sausage, egg and chips or a bunless burger and fries, it just finishes that meal off for you. So yes, that is my quick tips of fries for today. Now obviously you would have seen the images at the beginning and in the thumbnail, and I've already voted for my favourite, but I want to hear from you guys. Have you guys tried the celeriac or the Swede / rutabaga fries, or have you tried something else like a turnip fry or a carrot fry or a whatever it may be? Let me know down in the comments below. If you've got any recommendations, or you've had a go and you want to show me a picture, please hit me up on the social medias that you'll see down below now. And that's it. So as far as I'm concerned, as long as you've pressed the like button, you've pressed that bell icon and you've subscribed, I will see you next time.